We have an old car that has been sitting in a parking lot for a while. We're not using it much because we bought two other cars, so because there is no more drivers at home, the two is enough. And time passes, a year is around, and I have to drive it to the registration company to renew registration, of course. And before that, the car must be technically reviewed for safety. Everything worked fine, but when the guy saw the headlights, he just, shake his head and didn't even bother to measure or to test them with his machine. They actually let me pass the review, but in the end, the technician just came to me and says, you look familiar to me, so I gave you a pass, but promise me you change the headlights before this car gets on the road at night. And so here we are. I actually want to sell this car now because I don't need it, of course, but to do my part of the contract, in quote mark, I have to do something about the front light, so let's do it. The headlight, of course, it looks terrible. Just look at it. It's what do you call this? It's browning or yellowing. This is probably polycarbonate, not just one, cheap acrylic light. And if I scratch it with my nails, you can just hear how deep the damage is. And I'm afraid that this yellowing is actually inside the material itself. So I don't know. You'll have to try it and see. I'm sorry for the video distortion on the corners. I'm using the wide angle lens called fisheye, and the video is not the best, but it will do.
And how much costs the new one? It's from 64 to around 150.
For the perfect repair, you should take the cover off. That, of course, is not easy because it's all sealed with some elastic silicone, and you have to heat it up really well around the corners. We won't do that. We won't clean the inside. We will just do something on the outside. And of course, it's not so time consuming as it would be if we open this up.
And what tools do we need for that, and how much it's gonna cost us? So here we have my order that I made. I bought literally every sandpaper they had from 600 grit to the 5000 grit. I probably don't need each one. It would be enough if I bought just, let's say, every second one. But let's see how much I gave for that. I bought 2 pieces each, not that I need it, but it's just for my stock. So we have to look at the price for piece. So we have 0.49 for 600, 0.49 for 800, 0.49 for 1000, 0.49 for 1200, 0.49 for 1500, 0.63 for 2000, 0.63 for 2500, 0.77 for 3000, and 0.77 for 5000. So the higher we go, the pricier the sandpaper is, but still, it's nothing. You can get paper that is half of the size, and it's also cheaper, but I didn't get the web shop that has all the rainbow as this one. It's Minox. And also for the finishing, for the polishing, we need cotton polishing tool, 100 millimeters in diameter, and it cost us 4.2 euros. If we sum that up, we get 9.45 euros. So let's go.
Well, unfortunately, this one didn't work out as well as the first one, but that's not, it's nothing that we've done wrong. The surface is exactly the same. The surface is as shiny as it could be. The problem is that this lamp, this headlight, has some problems inside. It seems like some moisture or something, it's locked inside, and I even spotted some spider web, so I don't know. And yes, I learned that the hard way. So do not apply too much of the varnish at once. Do it in really small steps, otherwise you get like a web pattern on the headlight. I thought at first that I should leave this error section out of the video, but I will leave it in. You know, failures are part of the learning, so I hope you learned something. I surely did. So thanks for watching and see you next time.